Alright, Fast Lane prediction SmarkCast. I've been trapped in my house for 3 days because of ice and snow, so I'm getting a little stir crazy, getting a little cabin fever. Hence why the SmarkCast's not coming from Nerdvana today. It's coming from my living room. A little boring, no color, no comic books on the wall. I had to represent with my Batman beanie here. Just feeling a little crazy because I haven't left the house, but starting to hear voices telling me to do crazy things, telling me to watch Fast Lane. I was probably going to do that anyway. But anyway, ever popular prediction columns. People love them, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I didn't think I was going to have time really because I had a full plate and didn't know if I'd have power or not. Finally, the sun's out and ice is melting away. The wind's also blowing, so it's blowing the ice off my house and landing on the balcony below, which is making very loud noises. Freaking my dog out. Pretty cool. Now we're here to talk about wrestling. I'm here to talk about snow. So, Fast Lane. Build-up hasn't been perfect. They just added a few matches last week or this week. But there will be a SmackDown spoiler in this. There was a match added on SmackDown, but it's one of those matches that everyone should have expected. It's not something that was like, oh my god, wow, that's amazing. No, this is Stardust versus Goldust. This was going to happen. As for the pre-show, we're getting Heyman on Miz TV. This will just be a little build-up for Brock Lesnar and Heyman saying who's the better match for Brock Lesnar. Is it going to be Roman Reigns or Daniel Bryan? It's not going to be anything huge. We're not going to get anything major. We may get a Bray Wyatt promo during pre-show or whatever. If we have a match, I'm assuming Natty versus Naomi might be added. Don't know. Could be. WWE, they add matches at the last minute all the time. As for right now, we only have 6 matches. So it's very possible Natty and Naomi will be added to the main show. But I have an idea that Rollins, Kane, and Big Show versus Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback will be added to the main show and have 7 matches because I figure they're going to let Bryan and Reigns go a while. Which, speaking of that was one of the highlights of Raw. I mean, I wasn't fully invested in this match. I'm like, oh yeah, it's a means to an end to make the crowd happy. But that brawl that Reigns and Bryan had was spectacular. I was actually really digging that, and that's just wow. They're really going at it, and it's back and forth. They're making Bryan look strong. They're making Reigns look strong. Let's see what I did there. It was just very surprising how good it was, and that Rollins Ziggler match was amazing, but that was no surprise. So I'm expecting to see that 6-man tag match added because it seems like that's the feud they're going with, and they need to do something with Rollins and Ziggler. What's crazy about that whole thing is that Luke Harper is left off the card, which is funny to me. So, to get what's been announced going, we have Goldust versus Stardust. I'm expecting a pretty good match. I'm not expecting them to get a whole lot of time, but it should be pretty good. It's a match that I've wanted to see for a while, except I wanted it to be Cody Rhodes versus Goldust. But, I'll take what I can get. I'm expecting Goldust to win it. And then have a Stardust beatdown at the end, or Stardust beat down Goldust at the end there to kind of keep the feud going to WrestleMania. That way, when we have Goldust versus Stardust at WrestleMania, Stardust can get the clean win. Because in the end, that's that's where this feud is going. Stardust getting the clean win, looking strong. After that, we have the Triple H versus Sting confrontation. Now, the biggest thing here is not like, oh, will they set up a match at WrestleMania? This is what this whole thing's about. They're going to set up a match at WrestleMania. It's just the way it is. The biggest thing here is, will Sting speak? Don't know. I mean, it would be cool to rehash the old Undertaker Triple H thing where Sting just comes out, Triple H berates him, and then Sting points at the WrestleMania sign, and there you have it. You have a match. Or we could have Triple H berate Sting, and Sting finally speak and challenging himself with words. I don't know what would be best. I think just pointing at the WrestleMania sign would be pretty cool, but who knows what they'll do. I just wish they would quit the whole vigilante Sting thing. It's really, really dumb. The whole thing is just dumb. But what are you gonna do? He doesn't have his bat. He's wearing his TNA trench coats. So it is what it is right now. And I mean, I think that a Sting Triple H match could be good because Triple H can carry Sting. Because Sting's last few matches just weren't up to par. They weren't very good. He's not moving well. He's getting up there in age. In fact, I think he's the oldest active wrestler in WWE. When he's not really active, but we know it's leading that way. So either way, not insanely looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to the match, not the confrontation, but we'll see how that goes. The sun just went down, as you can see, as the light went. Whew. Probably should have turned on a light or something, but I didn't. So, and I'm not getting up. Next we have Paige and Nikki. Paige is the one. Wow, the light fluctuation is amazing. Paige is the one who's been making this feud watchable. Nikki's been doing good. I mean, to her credit, Nikki's actually kind of improved on the mic. Her acting's still atrocious, but she's actually kind of been improving, which is kind of cool. But Paige's Raw promo when they stole her clothes and she had to dress in that horrible tutu thing. Her promo, pretty much guaranteeing that she was going to be champion, was just awesome. I really enjoyed that. With this match, though, it's going to be a normal Divas match, not a whole lot of time, stuff like that. But I don't expect it to end clean. I'm thinking Nikki's going to walk out with the title, and something's going to happen at WrestleMania. I don't know if Nikki's going to pass the title on at WrestleMania, but I just don't think she's going to lose it here. So, I would love to see that, though. We'll see. I still think they need to do the whole Fatal 4-Way with Natty, Paige, Nikki, and Brie. But with the way that Natty's been kind of kicking in heel tendencies, I don't see that happening anymore. So, Paige winning the title here would not be a surprise. Still going with Nikki, though. Next we have the Usos versus the Brass Ring Club. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. I'm going to go with the bold prediction here and say Brass Ring Club walks out with the titles. It's about time that the Usos lost. The Usos have no one to beat anymore. There's no sense in keeping the title on these guys. Just give it to Tyson and Cesaro. They are much, much more exciting to watch, and they're the new up-and-comers. I'm just hoping this all isn't leading towards an Ascension thing. I think the Ascension needs to stay far, far away from the titles for now. And anyway, I think the Ascension is going to be feuding with the Primetime Players, which is another match that could be added to this thing. Darren Young and Titus O'Neil versus the Ascension could very well happen at Fast Lane. We won't know until Sunday. This is one of the few flaws of WWE right now. Well, one of the flaws, not really few. One of the flaws of WWE right now is the whole adding matches on the day at a pay-per-view. It's not smart. So, Brass Ring Club walking out with the titles is what I'm seeing. Next we have Intercontinental Championship, B&B, Bad News Barrett versus Ambrose. This one I'm kind of stuck on. Are they going to have Bad News Barrett win it and keep the title, or are they going to have Ambrose in Bad News Barrett title reign quickly? I don't know. This one's actually got me kind of stuck. I mean, we're already going to have a janky finish, a few janky finishes for a lot of the show. So why do another janky finish here? Why not just have a regular clean finish? Or we could have a DQ, or double DQ, something like that. I mean, who knows? But I'm saying that Bad News Barrett's keeping the title. Maybe Ambrose can win it at WrestleMania, because really and truly, Ambrose does not need a title right now. He's really hot. He doesn't need much. I mean, a lot of people have been saying that he's just not the same Ambrose and stuff like that, and he can't be the same Ambrose in WWE. Ambrose was a madman in CZW. I'm talking barbed wire, saws, staple guns. You can't do that in WWE. And I wouldn't want him to do that in WWE. That's how careers get ended early. I wasn't a huge fan of the Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose feud. I was really excited about it, and that first match was great. They went all out. It was like spots and just like chairs and weapons. And then when they did it a second and third time, I just wanted it to stop, because someone was going to get injured. And you don't want Bray Wyatt and Ambrose, the two futures of the WWE, hurting themselves in no DQ matches like that. Never really been a fan of the no DQ style being done over and over and over and over. They need to calm it down, and I get that that's where Dean Ambrose comes from. I get that. It makes sense to have him do those type of matches, but just need to calm it down, let the guy actually wrestle. So, saying B&B walks out with the title. And before I get to the rest of this, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that Fast Lane, I'm probably going to be wrong about a lot of this. I don't see myself even getting 80% on this, because there's a lot of unpredictable matches, which is a good thing. But next we have Cena Rusev. My hopes is that Rusev wins clean. Not going to happen. But Rusev is walking out with the title. Cena is not getting the U.S. title. It's beneath him. He doesn't need it. Then we have, which this match is all leading to WrestleMania. And the way you're going to tell who wins at WrestleMania is if the title's on the line. If the title's on the line, Cena's not winning. But I would love to see Rusev beat Cena here. It's not going to happen. If he does, it'll be by DQ, count out, something like that. Something weird. It's going to be I'm going with either Cena by DQ or Rusev by DQ. It's going to be a janky finish. There's not going to be a clean thing here. It's going to be dirty. So I've actually been impressed with the way they've been pushing this match, with aggressive Cena going after Rusev and Rusev not backing down, just going straight at him. I'm thinking, but for my prediction, I'm saying Rusev wins. Rusev wins somehow by DQ or something like that. He'll win at Fast Lane, so he can do his bragging. Oh, I beat Cena and stuff, and then we'll do it again at WrestleMania, where Cena will probably be the first person to pin Rusev, which is, to me, is ridiculous. But either way. And then finally, we have the main event at 13 minutes. I'm actually going to end super early today. I don't think I can go 30 minutes because I'm literally going crazy. The main event is Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan, which I'm expecting to possibly be match of the night. I know that sounds really weird. That's another bold prediction, considering that Reigns is in the match, but I think Bryan can make him look like gold. And I think that's the whole point. I think the point is to make Reigns look like gold. And the biggest problem with this match is I genuinely don't know who's going to win. There are rumors swirling around that Brock Lesnar is probably staying. I don't see that happening. I think he's going to go back to MMA, UFC or Bellator. I don't know which one. But I really don't know who they're choosing here. I don't think it's going to be a crazy finish. I think they're actually going to end it clean somehow here. But I'm going to go with Reigns because I think that that's the plan. But who knows? It could be a janky finish, and both guys go, and we have a triple threat, which might be best. But I don't see that happening. I wouldn't mind to see Bryan win, because I think I would prefer to see Bryan versus Lesnar over Lesnar versus Reigns. But I think Reigns is winning this, and this is the biggest thing in this match. Isn't even the winner. My thing is one of these guys has to turn heel. Has to. I mean, I think it would be something different. It would be something that new that we haven't seen, and I would love to see one of them join the Authority. Like have Reigns, have the Authority help Reigns win. Reigns joins the Authority, and he becomes their hired hitman. Because this can even turn Rollins. Rollins could become a good guy because he gets jealous of Reigns. Or you go the complete shock route and take Bryan and have him join the Authority after everything they did to him. It would be illogical, but having him join the Authority would be just the shock. And we would, but it would make sense to have him be the hired hand to go after Lesnar. It would be more like, oh, he'll soften up Lesnar for Rollins type thing. So either way, it'll be interesting to see. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. So you got my predictions. I can't say it's going to be a great show, but I think it'll be a decent show. It is free on the network, which is a little, to me, I'm not big on all these free months, especially after I've been paying for every month. So anyway, I'm hoping it's going to be a good show. But anyway, sorry if this SmarkCast was a little slow and plodding, but I've been going insane. It's been time. I worked a puzzle, which is kind of weird. I've been doing a lot. I've been really doing a lot around the house, and luckily I don't have to go anywhere. I do all my work from here. I write from here. I do my shows from here. So it's just, I usually get out once a day, man. Go somewhere, just go out and drive. But I can't do that because of the ice. So much ice. We don't get that here in the South. We get warmer temperatures, and we get snow every now and then, like once every 3 years. But we got ice. It's like a big old ice storm, and I know that's weird because everyone else in the North and Canada and all that, it's like, so what? We get ice every day. It's like that. We don't in the South. This is not normal. It's freaking me out, man. It's like Armageddon, Snowmageddon, and I'm embarrassed to show you what's out there because it's melted. It's like right there. I can see it. There's roughly 2 inches of ice and snow, so it's not actually that bad. It's just when it gets on our roads, we can't put chains on our tires. It is illegal. Ugh. So I don't know what they're gonna do in Memphis because it actually snowed pretty bad in Memphis. So, and that's where Fast Lane comes from. I think it's supposed to snow Friday again, which is wild. No, I'm not going to Fast Lane, by the way. Memphis is a 6-hour drive. No. I don't do drives anymore. I've done my drives. I drove to Atlanta to see WrestleMania. I drove to Atlanta, Nashville to see other pay-per-views. Raw comes to Knoxville, so I'm not doing that anymore. I'm doing this. By the way, this comes from a question that someone asked: do you ever go to the live shows? No. The last live show I went to was Ring of Honor when AJ Styles returned. I went to that, and that was awesome. It was an amazing show. I love the Ring of Honor crowd. It's a lot like the NXT crowd, just very loud, very passionate. So, but you know, I don't do the live shows anymore. I've been to a WrestleMania, I've been to a Survivor Series, I've been to a SummerSlam, I've been to a Royal Rumble, I've been to a Money in the Bank. I've been to all the pay-per-views I want to go to. And while being in the crowd is a lot cooler, and it actually makes the show better. It's just does make the show better, but I prefer to watch it at home. And now I couldn't do it anyway because my wife is pregnant and she has to use the bathroom every 5 seconds. So that's a little too much information, but still, it says, well, I can't even go to the movies. I want to go see Jurassic World, and I can't go because she's gonna have to use the bathroom every 5 seconds. So I have to wait. But But if you got a chance, man, yeah, definitely go to a show. I mean, being in the live crowd, I mean, you can make that makes a bad show look good, and it makes a good show look excellent. So, but I've been in crowds before. I've been to a Raw once where Raw was so bad that not even the live stuff saved it. But in reality, the Knoxville crowd is not that great. I don't like going when it's in Knoxville because we are very silent, and I'm trying to be loud, and everyone else is just quiet. So, yeah, stir crazy. Oh man. Okay, well I'm gonna end this before I start to ramble about the snow again. This is making my hair fall out. So I wear the beanie. I got no hair. I'm kidding. It's just I wear the beanie because my hair is absolutely atrocious today. I need to cut it, shave my head again. So anyway, you can follow me on Twitter at SmarkCast. I don't have any other social media. So if you have questions, smartcast@gmail.com. I actually prefer that method to Twitter. If you want me to mention a Twitter handle, you can put that in the email. Either way, I don't care. So, thank you for watching. This is SmarkCast, Fast Lane Predictions.